Guys, a big announcement coming from the Immigration Minister of Canada. Within the next 120 days, a new PR pathway will be out. This particular news is following the Motion 44 announcement that was made very recently. The news was out, and today the Immigration Minister says that very soon a new PR pathway will be there for everybody to follow. That means good news for people inside Canada and good news for people who are outside Canada who want to come to Canada as temporary residents and will be looking for a PR pathway later. Please be tuned till the end. My name is Sahil. Alright guys, welcome back once again. My name is Sahil and I'm a regulated Canadian immigration consultant and I practice in Ontario. My office is here. If you have to get in touch with me, my number is on the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Before we proceed any further, please make sure that you hit the subscribe button and the bell icon because we talk a lot about Canadian immigration. And if you are an aspirant of coming to Canada, then this is the channel that you must be subscribed to all the time. So guys, you already know that very recently the Motion 44 was actually passed within the House of Commons, and the Immigration Department was set on a 120-day deadline to issue a new program to basically create a new PR pathway for temporary residents inside Canada. They wanted to ease up the requirements and they essentially wanted to give PRs to the local present Canadian experience class or the Canadian experience candidates. Now, today, the Immigration Minister has just announced that he is very busy he is creating a framework of the new particular program. They are working on a very specific PR pathway for these temporary residents. Now guys, if you remember during the COVID issues, the crisis that were going on, there was a program called the TR to PR pathway that gave 90,000 workers and international students PRs immediately, right? So they gave clear-cut pathways, they were very eased up requirements, and about 90,000 people got their permanent residency and still getting that, right? Now, after the success of that, very recently the Motion 44 was passed, and within that they again targeted that such pathways should be present because in Canada, a lot of people are there who possess Canadian experience and who are typically dealing with industries in the labor shortage, right? Now, they wanted to create such dedicated PR pathways. Now, the Immigration Minister says that going forward, they want to create a PR program, a PR pathway that will give people clear-cut directions, clear-cut indications that if they come to Canada as temporary residents, follow certain procedures, they will be able to get their PR. The program is supposed to be much more faster. It's aimed towards temporary residents inside Canada who can then move to a permanent residency later, right? There has to be clear and streamlined processes and clear and streamlined program for these folks who are inside Canada, possess Canadian experience, probably working in industries where there are labor shortage of frontline workers. That detail is still to come by. Now, we know that there is a 120-day deadline that has been set by the Commons for the Immigration Minister, and the Immigration Minister says that he's hell-bent on making this happen and he will make it happen very soon. This was the recent interview with a big news carrier in Canada, and the world is still waiting with their hearts out what exactly is going to come by. The green signal here is if you're outside Canada, if you don't have a clear-cut pathway to PR today, then you should consider coming to Canada on temporary residency because you never know that you might be able to convert it into a PR later. Well, at least the current situations and the opportunities show you can do that pretty easily. Guys, I wish everybody a very good luck, and we hope that this particular program is very helpful for everybody. If you have any doubts, if you want to discuss your particular case with me, please feel free to make an appointment. My details are there in the screen and the details are there in the description box. More than happy to connect with you. Once again, we wish you all the best and we really hope to see you soon in Canada. All the best.